Hello. Okay. Hello, Min.
Hello,
Hello.
teacher.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, how are you, Min?
I'm fine.
Okay. Have you go to school today?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. What did you do in school? Would you
Uh,
kindly tell me what are the things that you did in school?
I studied math,
Mm,
lit literature,
okay. So
and
you are what level in school, Min?
uh, with it,
It's what? You're
uh,
in level 7, level 8.
level 8.
Ah, level 8. Okay. So, without further ado, I'm going to share the screen now, Min. Okay. I hope you can see the screen. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay, so let's try to study this one now. But before we are going to discuss this one, before we are going to use or to say the following conversation or phrases in here, let's try to hear the conversation first between the boy and this girl. Are you ready, Min? Okay, let's start.
Page 103. Communicate.
Uh,
Speaking. E. Take turns to ask for something in a polite way with your partner. Then act it out for the class. Use the words in the boxes to help.
Are you using that computer?
Yes, I am. But we can share.
Great! Thanks!
okay, have you heard that, Min?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now let's try to communicate this one, Min. So you will going to say this and I'm going to say this, okay? Okay, go. Okay, okay, start, Min.
Okay. Are you using that computer?
Yes, I am, but we can share.
Great. Thanks.
Okay. Now, what do you think would be the use of using are you, may I, we can? So what do you think would be why do we need to use them, Min? Is it important to say them? Is it important to use are you? It's important to use may I or we can. So why is it important? What do you think? Because what do you think, Min? Okay, because it's polite. Again, Min, it's polite.
Okay, is polite.
It's polite way. Okay, so that's why we use the are you, may I, we can, because it's more polite. So when we are talking about polite, that means what? What do you think, Min? If you're talking about polite, that means it's more, it's more what? It's more a sign of respect, right? Something that you respected or you respect the person that you are talking to instead of I have to use the computer. Okay? So you are going to ask first the person. Like for example, what is that one? Are you using the computer? Okay. So if the person would say, or the one that you're talking to, yes, I am, but we can share. So we can use also the words we can. Okay, in order for us to what? to say to the person or to reply to the query of the person. Okay? And then after that one, don't forget to say great and don't forget to say thanks. Okay, Min? Now we have a lot of questions that we can be able to use if you're talking about are you. Can you use are you in a sentence, Min? Can you give me a sentence using are you?
Ah, are you playing this game?
Yes. So are you playing this game? Okay. Now, what have you observed in this particular sentence? It's more polite rather than you are going to say, okay, you play this game. Okay. So it's more polite if we are going to, okay, if it's more polite if you are going to ask for, are you playing this game or do you play this game? So which is more polite to use? Is it
Uh,
number one or number two?
Number one.
Yes, number one. Okay. So again, you can use the most polite expression so that the person that you are talking to will not going to get angry with you. And don't forget to say thank you at the end. Okay, Min? Do you have any questions with this?
No, I don't have.
No. Okay, let's proceed. Now, part of the grammar. So we are going to learn here subject verb agreement. So if we are talking about subject, what does it mean? Subject would be the, what do you think mean?
No.
Subject. Okay. Subject can be nouns, can also be pronouns. Okay? Subjects can be nouns, can also be pronouns, and if you're talking about subject or subjects, that means the one that we are talking about. Okay, so that would be subject. Okay, mean so the one that we're talking about, like for example, okay, or the one who is doing the action. Okay, the one who is doing an action. Like for example, mean when you're writing, check that you have the correct form of the verb. So when we are talking about subject verb agreement, the subject should agree with the verb. The verb should also agree with our subject. Like for example, he is careful with scissors and glue. So what is the subject in the sentence? Who is talking? Okay? Who is doing the action in this particular sentence mean? He is careful with scissors and glue. I mean, so what is the subject? It
He.
can be a noun, it can be a pronoun. So it's he.
He.
He is he is a pronoun,
No.
right? Okay, when we are talking about pronouns, pronouns are words that replaces nouns. Like for example, if we are talking of a boy, then what word we are going to replace with the boy, since boy is a man, so we are going to say he,
He.
right? If we are talking of the girl, so word that can replace with the girl, that would be she, right? Okay, so that would be pronoun. Now, in this particular sentence, our pronoun is he, and how many people we are talking mean?
Uh, one.
Yes. So therefore, we are okay, the subject must agree with our verb. And our verb in here is. So we call this one as, what do we call this one? This one is a be
Verb.
verb.
Beaver.
Okay? So a be verb. What are be verbs, by the way? What are be verbs? Okay, we
Is and
have,
or.
yes. So we have is if we are talking of one. Are if you're talking of more than one. Okay? And is, are is in the, so these are in the simple, or we can also say that it's in the present tense. Right? Okay. Present tense. Now, if we're talking of the past tense be verbed, what are those mean? So we
Is
have,
was and were.
yes, was, if we are talking of one, okay, one person, okay, or place, things, or an animals that happen in the past. And where, if we're talking of more than one. Okay, place, things, persons, or animals. So remember the be verbs. So the verbs must conform always with our subject. If the subject is singular, like for example, this one, when we are talking about singular, what does it mean? Mean singular, that
Uh,
means one. Okay, from the word single. Okay, plural, that means more than one. Okay, that means many. So that would be plural. Now again, if the subject is singular or if the subject is only one, we are going to use the verb which is also in singular form. Okay? Now, since this one is happened or happens at present, so you are going to use is. What about, can we also use this one being? Like for example, he was, okay, he was careful with scissors and glue. He was careful with scissors and glue. Can also be, is this sentence also be correct?
yes.
Yes, okay. Because it conform or it agrees with our verb. Why? So our subject is, in this particular sentence, our subject is also one, and that would be he. It's singular. So therefore, we have to use the verb that is also in singular form, but in this particular sentence, it's already was, because that means that it happened in the past already. Did you understand, Min? Okay. Sentence number 2. Can you read this one, Min? Can you read, Min?
He. Uh, can you say it
They,
again? Can you say
again,
it again?
can?
Can you say it again? Can
Okay.
you?
They were tired yesterday. Again?
They were tired yesterday.
Okay. Can you see the presentation, Min? Can you see the presentation? Yes? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just asking, okay? Maybe you can't see that, but you can see it. Okay. Now, they were tired yesterday. Now, look at this sentence. What is our subject mean? Okay. The one that is doing the action, the one that is what is one? We are describing something. Who is tired yesterday or who were tired yesterday?
Uh, they.
They. So our subject is they.
They.
Okay, and they is pronoun. Okay, so this one is a pronoun, and this particular pronoun is singular or plural?
A single. Plural.
Plural. Very good. Because we are talking of they. Actually, plural pronouns are the following. Okay, we have we, they. Okay. So that would be plural pronouns. Although exemption to the rule, you serves can also be plural in nature, but actually you is only one. But if we are going to use that one in a sentence, it should also agree with the verb. Like for example, you will not going to say that you is, okay, you is my student, okay? So it's going to be wrong. Why is it wrong? Because our verb, our be verb is. If we have the subject you, it should conform or agree with our verb. So therefore, instead of using the is, we are going to use
Are.
are. Okay? So it should be are instead of is. Got it, Min? So the correct one is you are my student. You will not going to say you is my student. They are, okay, like for example, they are my students. Okay. Is this sentence correct, Min? They are my students. Is this sentence correct?
Yes.
Yes. Why is it correct?
Because they is plural and
Yes.
agree with are.
Yes. Okay, what about if we are going to say they are my students last year? Is this sentence correct? They are my students last year. Is this sentence correct, Min?
No.
Why?
Because the verb should be were.
Yes, okay. So this one is wrong because it does not agree with our verb. So the subject is correct because we are talking of students. Okay, that means many. But the problem is the use of the verb. So what would be the correct verb we are going to use? Mean? What verb do you think would be the correct one? So they
Were.
were
Were. Were.
my students last year. Okay? So is this correct, Min? Is this correct already?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. but this one is wrong. Okay, this one is correct. This one is wrong. This one is wrong. This one is correct. Now, one more thing that we should have to understand mean. If we are using I as our subject, I is a pronoun, so it follows always the be verb. Okay? So therefore, it should be I am. Got it? Mean if we are talking about in the present. What about if it's in the past? So still, you have to use was. Did you got it, Min? Like for example, I am, okay, I am studying my lessons every every day. Okay, is this sentence correct, Min? Okay, is this sentence correct? I am studying my lessons every day. Is this sentence correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What about
No,
if we are talking, about
no, I think that's wrong.
why?
I think it should be I study English every day
Okay.
because
Or, or,
no,
okay, actually, this one is can also be accepted actually as I am studying my lessons, or maybe we just had to use lesson, only lesson. I am studying, no, no, for my lessons, okay? It should be for my lessons every day. So I am studying for, yes, I am studying for my lessons every day. So this one would be correct. But the one that you said while ago, I am studying English every day. Do you think this one is also correct?
uh,
I am studying English every day. Do you think this sentence is correct?
no.
Why?
I think it should in present simple tense.
So what would be that one?
I study English every day.
Okay, but we are using in here, right? I am studying. Okay, so again, if we are talking of this one is the so-called present continuous form of the verb, right? Right?
Yes.
In because we use the word, the signal word, which is every day, like daily, every day. Okay. So that would be, so we can use the ing form of the verb, right? Studying. And this one is what we call present continuous form of the verb. So this one is also correct. Mean. Now, with regards to your question, I study, okay, my lessons every day. Do you think this one is also correct? Do you think this sentence, I study my lessons every day? Do you think this one is also correct, Mean?
Mm, yes.
Yes. Okay. Or we can also say, I study English every day. Okay, every day. So this one mean I am studying for my lesson every day. This one is also correct. I am studying English every day. This one is also correct. But when we say I study my lessons every day, this one could also be correct. I study English every day. This one can also be correct. Got it, Min? Okay, again, remember, if we are using I, so the be verb or the verb, okay, that follows after the I would be the am. So that would be, it agrees with the verb agreement. Got it, Min? Do you have any questions with this?
No, I don't have.
No, okay. Now, let's try to read and circle the correct subject in this particular sentences in here. Number one has been given. So, the boys were in the living room. So, why is it our subject would be the boys? Because, why is it the boys is the subject, mean?
Because the boy have the S, so it's
Yes.
plural.
So this one is plural. So of course, our verb also must agree with our subject. Okay, that's correct. Next, number two. So what do you think would be the correct subject?
Mm, I am.
Yes, okay, because is our be verb. Next, number three. Blank is very excited about the
She.
party.
She.
Yes. So why is it our subject is she? Because our verb is. Next, number four.
Their test scores.
Yes, very good. So their test scores weren't very good. So why is it our subject is their test scores? Because our verb is in the plural also, okay? But that is negative form. We're not. Okay? So good job, Min. Let's proceed with this one. Okay, for a while. We're done with this. Wait, laptop. Okay, let's try to do this one, Min. So for the communicate part last time, we weren't able to do this one. So I hope you can still remember the things that we had mentioned about last time. It's all about this one: computer, laptop, camera, headphones, tablet, and cell phones. Okay, let's try to answer this activity, Min. Circle the words or the correct word. So number one has been given. So this one is computer. Okay, what about number two, Min? Number two is?
Camera.
Yes. Okay, so this one is a camera. Next, what about number three?
This tablet.
Yes, it's a tablet. Number four,
Head headphone.
it's a headphones. Okay, number five,
Cell phone.
a cell phone. And then we have laptop, right?
Laptop.
Okay,
Yes.
a laptop. Okay, next. Now, complete the chart with the words in A. We can play games on it. Okay, number one has been given. We have computer. Aside from computer, what else?
Cell phone.
Okay, we can also play games on our cell phone. Okay. Next. What else? Computer,
Computer.
cell phone.
Laptop.
Okay, we can also play a game with our laptop. Okay, and then in our
Uh, Tablet.
yes, okay, tablet. We can play games on it. What are those? Of course, Okay, what's the first one? That we can't be able to play games on that thing. So that would be
camera,
camera and then
headphone,
headphones. Okay, good job. Next, writing study. Complete the sentences. Number one has been given. It was clean yesterday. Okay. It is dirty now. So why is it was? Because our signal word is yesterday, right? And it, our subject, is it. That's why we have to use was, which is singular. So it agrees with our verb. Number two, mean blank. I blank happy yesterday. It was yesterday.
I was
Yes. Okay. So it should be was. And I.
am
Yes. So I am sad today. Next, number three. Her students blank rude yesterday.
were
Correct. So that would be where they blank polite today. So our subject is they.
they
Okay,
were
they are. Okay, so that would be are. Okay, next. My parents in Italy yesterday. So what would be the correct answer mean? My parents.
were
That's correct. So that would be where in Italy yesterday. And they belong in England today. That would be, okay, what's the
they
answer?
are
Yes, so they are. Next, number five. It blank sunny yesterday.
it was
Yeah, okay, it was. And it blank raining now.
is
Yes, correct. It is raining now. And then the dog blank quiet yesterday. It blank loud today.
was
Okay, the dog was quiet yesterday and it blank loud today.
is
It is. Okay. Good job, Min. So that would be correct. Okay. Now, read about Janet, a very thoughtful person. Okay, so let's try to read. Can you read this one loudly, Min? Okay, go. Can you read them aloud?
Janet is my friend. She is very thoughtful person. She takes turns. She always shares her candy too. She put away her toys and clean up. Yes, she's never loud and she never grabs things.
Okay. Now, think about a rude or a thoughtful person. Answer the questions. Number one, what's the person's name? What's the person's name?
Yes, Janet.
Janet. Okay. Is she thoughtful or rude?
She is thoughtful.
Yes. Okay. So, okay. Now, let's try to answer this one, by the way, in complete sentence. So, how are we going to say that? What's the person's name? So, we can say,
The person
she.
name is Janet.
Okay. So, the person's name, okay, is Janet. Okay? Is this correct? Or we can also say that she is Janet. It can also be correct, Min, when we say she is Janet. Is this also correct? Min?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it can also be the person's name is Janet. Don't forget to add or to put the period at the end. Next, number 2. Is he or she thoughtful or rude? So answer this one in complete sentence. Okay. Positive, we can say that.
She is thoughtful.
Yes. Okay. We can answer that one with yes. She is thoughtful. Is this correct, Min? Is correct, Min? To answer the question, is
Yes.
she thoughtful? Yes, she is thoughtful. Or you may say directly, yes, she is. Right? Is this also correct in answering the question, Min? Is she thoughtful? Yes, she is thoughtful. Is she thoughtful? Yes, she is. That's positive. What about if we are going to answer that one negative?
No, she isn't.
Yes, no. Okay, she isn't. Okay, so that would be it. Next, number 3, mean. What does she always do?
She always shares her candy.
Yes, she always shares. Do we have to use S? Yes, she always shares her candy. Okay. What about if we are going to answer this one negatively? What does she always do? So what do you think? If the answer is negative, what do you think would be the answer mean?
Uh,
Okay, that could be no. Okay, like for example,
no, she
yes,
doesn't.
is she always shares her candy?
No,
If
she
that would be
doesn't.
the yes. No, she didn't. Am I right? Yes. If we are going to what? Let's say for example the question is she always shares her candy? Of course, if the answer is negative, so you are going to say no, she didn't. If the answer is positive, you may say yes, she did. Right? Okay. Next. Number 4, what does she never do? What does she never do?
She never grabs things. Very
Yes,
loud
she
and grab things.
never, yes, she never grabbed, she never loud and grab things. Am I right? Because there were two things that she can be able to do. She never loud and grab things. Right, Min? Okay, so that would be the answer. Okay, now, how are you going to write them now, Min? Using this particular answers that we had in here. So how are you going to put that one in a short essay? Okay, can you type that one on the chat box, Min? Okay, I'm going to see if how you are going to put them Okay, never mind the negative, huh? Never mind the other answer. Those are just examples of mine, but you can use this one. Okay, the one that we answered. Can you type that on the chat box? How you are going to? Are you typing it now, Min?
Typing what?
Yeah. Type this one on the chat box. How do you type this one? How do you make this one as an essay? Okay?
Okay.
Essay. So put them together to make an essay. Okay? Because we are going to write it in here after. Okay? Can you type that one on the chat box so that I can see or I may see how you will going to put them together. Okay, I'm going to give you a clue for that. So, of course, the person's name is Janet. And then continue. Of course, end that one with a period. Start another sentence. She is thoughtful. Okay. Period again. And then start another sentence. And after another sentence, period again. And start another sentence. Are you now typing, Min?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I have to wait for your answer. Okay. Her name is Janet. She is thoughtful person. She always share her candy and puts her toys and cleans up. Very good. She never okay, she never loud, okay? Not loud, okay? And grabs things. Don't forget to end your we call this one as a short essay. So don't forget to end that with a period. Okay, good job, Min. Okay, I have to copy that one and put that in here. Okay. So her name is Janet. She is thoughtful. Hello, Min. Hello. 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 Can you hear me, Min? Hello. Hello, Min. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes, okay.
I
So let's
can.
continue now. Okay, can you see the presentation still? Hamin, can you see the presentation? The one that I'm showing,
Yes.
can you see it? Okay. So it should be loud. Okay, and Candice. She always puts, okay, on her Candice. Okay, so her name is Janet. She, okay, for a while. Her name is Janet. She is thoughtful person. She always shares her candy and puts her toys and cleans up. She never loud and grab things. So don't forget to end that one with a period. Okay? Good job, Min. So this is how you are going to write something. Oh, this one is a short essay actually. Okay, out from this particular thoughts. Okay? So do you have any questions, Min, with this one?
No, I don't know.
No more. Okay, let's proceed with this one. Okay, let's go back. Now, for the wrap up, let's try to listen and read along together. So that would be 24.
Page 104. Wrap up. A. Listen and read along. Layla's eating breakfast in the kitchen.
Please pass the fruit.
No!
Layla, don't be rude.
Layla's going to school. She's at the crosswalk.
Layla, stop!
Be careful, Layla.
Layla's in the computer classroom.
It's my turn, Layla. No!
Layla, take turns.
Layla's eating lunch in the cafeteria.
Layla, don't litter.
Layla's in the school library.
Layla, no running. Layla, go to the principal's office.
The principal talks to Layla.
It's important to be thoughtful and polite.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Okay, so that would be it. Now, what do you think would be would be the behavior of Layla? What do you think? Layla is?
Rude.
Yes, so Layla is rude actually. When she was in the kitchen eating breakfast, she said, what she said?
No.
No, okay? According to maybe her maybe her brother or sister, please pass the fruit, okay, or her classmates rather, and she said no. So the word no showing, so this one is a behavior that shows that you are rude, okay. And then when she was walking going to school and she's crossing, so the what do we call this one, the one who is
Uh,
in charge for the crosswalk, we call this one as, I hope you can still remember this one because we were able to tackle this last time. Can you remember that, Min?
no.
Okay. Me too. I can't remember that one. But there should be a, what is one? The one in charge for the crosswalk, the one who is holding stop and go, right? So Lila steals walk, right? So steals walks. And then, according to this one, Layla stopped. But she didn't stop, okay? And then, after that one, when she was in the classroom, also in the computer classroom, even though it's the turn of others, still Lila used the computer. Okay? And then when Lila's eating lunch at the cafeteria, she what? She litters. Okay? And then when Lila at the school library, what she did was she ran. Okay. And then she was called at the principal's office and she was been what? Okay. She was been able to what is one? The principal talked to her and told her to be thoughtful and polite. And then what Lela said? She said, what she said mean?
As he said, I'm sorry,
I'm
everybody.
sorry, everybody. So that means Layla also accepted her mistakes or fault. Okay, Min? Okay, now let's proceed with our new lesson now. Okay, so how do people get along with each other? So we are going to watch the video all about this one, Min. Okay? So, video. Unit 5. Oh, big question. Okay, for a while. So this one is Unit 6 rather, sorry. Okay, just for a while. You cannot see that, right, Min? You can see them, right? So I am going to stop sharing. Okay. Okay, can you see it now, Min? Min, can you see the video now?
No, I can't.
Oh, what happened? Okay, wait for a while. Okay, what about this one? Can you see it now?
Still not.
Oh, what happened? I shared it now. Ah, okay, here. Oh, what about this one? Can you see it?
Now I can see it.
Okay, so let's try to watch. Okay, wait for a while.
This is our play about life long ago. Communication was slow. Letters from my cousin in New York take 2 months to get here. My cousin is coming from London.
Ah!
I
People
think,
traveled to places far away by
no,
ship.
actually this one
It
is
was
not.
slow
I'm sorry,
and
Min, but I have to stop that one. I guess that's the wrong video because we already done that one, right? We did that one before. Okay, just for a while. Okay, so I guess I don't have that anymore. Okay, how do people, big question 5. Okay, I don't have a video about this one, Min. So we just had to learn this one. Okay, now we have here, so our lesson is all about how do people get along with each other. Okay? So the big question is how do people get along with each other? So what do you think mean? How do people get along with each other? I know, big question 5. So we are in 6, sorry. Okay. So the big question is why should we take care of the earth mean?
Because the earth is which is what we live in. And
Yes, okay. So that's a very good answer. Actually, we should have to take good care of our environment, okay, so that we can be able to take good care of our Mother Earth, right? So where do you think this is?
yes, in the jungle,
It's in the jungle or it's in the forest, right? Because why is it's in the jungle or it's in the forests?
but because I see them a lot of trees and leaves.
Very good. So we can see a lot of trees in there. We cannot see people in there, right? So therefore, it's in the jungle or it's in the bush, maybe we can. Okay. Now, what can people do here? What do you think?
Uh,
Do people can live here?
yes,
Yes, of course. Okay, but what happened to the place? Is this also the same with this one? If people should have to live in here, do you think this
no,
might looks like it can
no, it
be,
will
right?
be destroyed.
Yes, okay. So long time ago, actually our world is something like this. Okay, but now as you can see, a lot of people now, okay, there would be a lot of people in the world, okay, so every day, every minute, okay, every time there would be people living, okay, so therefore we do have a lot of populations already. Since we do have a lot of people here in the universe or here in the world, we need a place to stay. Okay? And therefore, some of our forests, okay, some of our jungle are already been inhabited. So sooner or later, this particular green jungle in here will also be inhabited by people. And what would happen to this jungle? So it will become what? It will develop into maybe subdivision one of these days because people might going to live in there. Okay? And what happened to the Mother Earth now? If that would be the case. So, Min, so that would also be a big problem, right? Okay, why? Because the question, why should we take care of the earth? If we will not going to take good care of the earth, so what would happen in the near future? Okay? So it's going to be hotter and hotter every day. Why? Because most of our jungles has been inhabited already by people. Okay, now according to NASA, so our Earth is going to be what? It's going to be hotter every year. Why? It's because the ozone layer is just very what? Okay, it's just it's not something that is what it is one, not so like this before. Okay, it's just only like that now. So that's why the sun rays, okay, coming from the sun directly what goes to the earth, and therefore it's going to be hotter because of the so-called global warming. So we are now experiencing global warming. So if won't stop, sooner or later the earth will be gone. So that would be a very sad part, Min. Okay? So on the next meeting, we will going to study all about this one, Min. Okay? So do you have any questions so far?
No, I don't have.
No. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. See you again on the next meeting. Bye-bye, Min.
Bye, teacher.
Okay. Bye-bye.